Hey, what is up? Today we're going to go over how to draw Sonic the Hedgehog, one of my all-time favorite characters. I owned a Sega Genesis when I was younger. So yeah, love this character. I'm going to go through how to do this step by step, and it's going to be real simple for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to compare some of Sonic's features to kind of like simple objects, and I think that's the best way to do it. So let's jump right into the lesson. Before that, though, don't forget, hit the subscribe and click the bell notification if you enjoy this kind of stuff. Let's jump right in. Alright, so let's go over the simple shapes for Sonic, okay? Right here, I'm going to go over a circle. He's got pretty much that simplistic circle head, right? He's gonna have like, so obviously that's like a circle, and the way I like to think about it is I like to think of Sonic's head as kind of like a comet, you know, like a comet's flying down toward Earth and you're a little kid, and you just draw this shape, right? Looks like one of those comets coming down. Really simple way to get that head shape right there. Over here, you know, imagine it kind of wrapped around his head like a headband. I have this triangle over here on one end. That's going to be one of his ears. And then a triangle on the far end over here on the back. That's his other ear. Another triangular shape inside that ear, and we're only going to show it on this one side. All right, so if we were to go into his face, let's just say this is a ball. Let's pretend there's glasses on it, right? That's going to be, he always has this kind of glasses shape for his eyes. So we're going to pull a dip right here, curve down, and you're gonna have this one gravestone shape here for one eye, and then the other one is gonna be a much skinnier version of it. I'm drawing just kind of sketchy here to kind of give you the general shapes, and then I'll show what we're gonna do after this. Curve over here, just right here, like the top of the snout. And then we're going to go down on this side right here and then curve over here. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button and click the bell notification. I forgot to talk about that. I drew a bunch of Sonics before. I've drawn 50 Sonics. If you want to go see that video, check it out. And then right here on this side, I'm going to curve up. His mouth is going to come a little bit outside of this right here. The snout. It's going to burst out just a bit. And at the very tip, you're gonna have a hot dog shape. Looks like a wiener schnitzel, or like a cocktail weenie sticking out of his face, and that's gonna be his nose on the front there. That cocktail weenie shape. Over here, looks like almost like a coin, or like a ring on its side here for his eye. A ring on its side over here. Smile, and you have his general face. Okay, don't worry, stay with me. We're gonna keep going on right here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here and draw his body. His body is also a cylinder. Think of it like a circle, right? Like stacked on top of one another, but a smaller circle than for his head. And then out of his arm here, from his arm, he's gonna have like, you can draw like this, like a stick, but realistically, looks like just a tube. He's got these tube-like arms that bend down. Out from that side, out from that side. Curve underneath. We have his gloves over here. His gloves are going to be facing away. His gloves, essentially, I like to draw them as zigzags on one side. So also look at his glove shape. It's It's a zigzag on the other. It's like crumpled up, right? And there's different looks you can draw for the edges of his gloves, which is what I'm doing. His hand over here, it tends to be a giant square. It looks like a pack of cards. That's the way I like to think of it. It looks like a pack of cards with some fingers attached to it. It's important to think of these as simple shapes. The reason you want to do that is because, you know, it just seems a lot easier if you have simple shapes to compare it to, right? Let's go over here to the far end. Same thing with the cuff of the glove. And I just have a line over there. From here, we're going to draw his legs down. Literally just a stick. Then down here, also just a stick. Gonna end it about here. And we're gonna do the cuff here. So basically the same thing. It's gonna be this bunching here of the cloth for a sock. Straight down here. And his feet, in my opinion, look like bread. Like a loaf of bread. That's literally what I think about. I think about like a big, you know, you can throw a little triangular thing on there too, like a triangular shape on it, but I think of it as like a loaf of bread sitting there. That's literally the shape I think of. Curve around here for the line, for the design, down over here. More bread, more loaves of bread there. Maybe a little bit more point at the end. Curve, curve. Color differentiation on the stomach. And then you can throw like another spike over here coming out of his back. And you can draw his tail maybe over here sticking out. And that's it. So that's the construction of Sonic. Those are all the shapes. When you think about him, he's made up entirely of simple shapes. So what I'm gonna do is, since I did it on this paper, by the way, I'm using regular printing paper you can buy anywhere. Sometimes I do this. I do the pencil. And then what I do is I put a sheet of paper over it. Remember, this is a normal sheet of paper. Keep that in mind. And then I'm gonna go in with my pen, right? And then that's when I'm going to, you know, just draw it out with pen entirely. So if I go over here, I can see through it slightly, but you know, it's almost like I created my own cheat sheet. I don't even know if you can really see it on the camera, probably not, but I can see through the paper here, and it's my own paper. So that's why it's, you know, I'm taking care of stuff step by step. And the reason you want to do that is because it's a lot better than thinking about something all at once. You can try it this way. I recommend you try it this way if you've never done it, because you can just, you know, you can do a lot more things than you thought. And people think that drawing is a natural skill, which I don't believe it is. There's some proclivity, I think, to drawing, maybe like you're more interested in it, but you're using the tools, right, that we have, meaning the techniques, right? Drawing underneath, thinking in simple shapes, putting it together, and then, you know, creating your own cheat sheet and going over like that. This process is like a crutch to myself, you know, like I'm just being creative in the way that I do something, right? And so that's what you want to do as well. With your skill level now, you can easily draw more than what you think. I would think, even if you're a beginner, there's always a little bit more you can do with the knowledge of technique, right? All I'm doing is really tracing these lines, but I'm putting a little bit more emphasis in them. Like through here, I'm putting a little bit more of a fold, right? Because I want that little bit of style in it. Sonic's an amazing character, by the way. I saw the first movie, haven't seen the second one quite yet. I'm going to this weekend, but tell me if you liked it, if you're watching this and you saw it, the second Sonic movie already. See, there's a browse at the top. That's something I didn't actually put in there. Go back here, and I'm gonna pull a long stroke, and that one's kind of hard to see through the whole way. There we go. Down. Over here, far end ear, right? Over here on this side, the ear that I drew out there, I can see through it. It's just a triangle. That's the inner triangle. Outer triangle. Pulling down, up, down over here. I'm gonna wait for that spike because I'm gonna draw his body first. I can still see through this, of course. Pulling here. So yeah, this stuff is fun to do. And the cool part is that, like I said, you can just do this with anything you want. Like literally, this is how I do like robots. This is how, especially robots, because robots are really hard. But stuff that I need a help on. It's like I'm helping myself, right? Past self is helping my future self. Certain robots I can just doodle, right? Like for fun. If you want me to do that, let me know. I can absolutely do that on camera. Or I can just like doodle random stuff, which I'm gonna start doing again. I'm gonna just show you me doing sketch session stuff. I got a lot of requests for that, but like I said, let me know. I want to hear what you have to think, because what you guys say is important to me. I want to really dig in and put as much effort to this channel again as I used to, and post constantly. That's kind of my goal. I'm gonna throw the spike back here and pull it back in. Go over here to the back. All right, over here on the far end. Got the arm on that side. Oh, another thing is I want to keep it, things in proportion. So if I drew the arm that thick, I want to make sure to draw the other arm that thick as well. That's kind of a big thing. Over here, just curving the line over here on the corner. You're essentially just watching me trace this at this point. Curve over here. Let's go into the foot. Line over here. Line over here. Line over here. Have his tail sticking out over here. A little bit of a cheat there, but yeah. Oopsie daisy. And yeah, I've been a Sonic fan forever, by the way. I've pretty much been a fan since the 90s, the early game. It's I had the Sega Genesis, and that was awesome. And ever since the Sega Genesis, I've been buying 2 systems every generation. Like I'll buy like a Nintendo and whatever else. Like usually Nintendo and like whatever PlayStation is. I bought the Dreamcast. That was an amazing system. I can't believe that didn't work. You know, it kind of didn't. It did well, but I don't know. It just didn't survive, right? Curve over here. Curve over here. Pattern on the feet. Line down here. And there you go. Good stuff. Show me your Sonics, by the way. If you want to see my daily sketches, I'm posting them on my website on sketchingeasy.com. So let's take a quick look at these real quick. See, this is the shape underneath. And this is the finish. Right? That's what you can do. Like, let me just fill in the nose here. Put a circle there for a highlight, then fill that in. So the process is yours. You can totally do a lot of amazing things with this. I really encourage you to do this. It's kind of fun to, see what other people can do with it. But I want you to do this with your characters, with your process, or you can do it with Sonic as well here. But that's pretty much it. I'm using a Micron as well. Doesn't really matter what pen or pencil you use. I just use a number 2 pencil for the underneath. The tools don't really matter, but yeah, I guess sometimes they kind of matter a little bit. So just kind of stay aware of that. When you draw so much, you kind of get mildly picky. But that's pretty much it. That is Sonic, and that's it. I'll see you next time. I want you to check out my full course over there on Skillshare.com. Go check that out, and that's it. Talk to you. See you later, bro.
Hey, for those of you that are a little bit more serious and you really want to kind of upgrade your art skill all around, I have these beginner art lessons here on my Skillshare. So the idea with this is that some people that, for example, on YouTube, people just kind of want to draw what's in the video and just generally have a fun time. They're not always concerned about the little details and stuff about learning how to do this stuff, long term. And I get that. That's fun. But for some people want to upgrade their art ability entirely, like all around, like they're serious about it. If that's you, go here. Like I said, there's programs here on even some of the same material. Like I said, it's just a lot more in depth. My eye drawing program is an hour as opposed to the video I have on YouTube, which is like 10 minutes, right? You can still learn from both, but like I said, if you really want more and you really want to make this part of your life, go here. I have same thing over here, how to draw a dragon head. I have anime, I have cartoons. There's categories for everything, and everything is for beginners. The other thing about this website is it's incredibly easy to watch it. This is like the Netflix of like drawing lessons. So you can go through the entire site, see everybody else's lessons. And normally the site costs like 30 to 40 bucks a month. Because you're watching this video right now, if you're still watching right now, you get it for free for at least a month, like 30 days. That's a lot. But just what you have to do is go over here to the video, go down, first link in the description, the very, very first link that gives you free access to this whole thing for 30 days. You just go over here, you click this thing, boom, and then you sign up. And it's super easy. And the cool part is you can just straight up cancel it before the 30 days is up, and you never pay a single thing. You never pay a cent, and you got all this learning from it. But yeah, like I said, that's an option for you guys. If you guys want to do it, absolutely go hit that up. And that's it. Thank you so much. That was awesome. I really hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget, I'm going to be putting lessons almost every day. Come back, hit that subscribe, also hit the like, and say hi to me in the comments section. I say hi to literally everybody that responds, so thank you so much. I will see you next time.